Your Excellency, President Grimson, Chairman of the Arctic Council, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. At the outset, please allow me to thank the Arctic Council Assembly and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Korea for inviting me to attend the Arctic Council Korea Forum in Seoul. This is an important platform for all parties to pool wisdom and discuss cooperation. Let us join hands to envisage bright futures for both Asia and the Arctic. President Xi Jinping of China has said that Asia is one of the most dynamic and most promising regions in the world, and its development is closely connected with the development of other countries. And nowadays, the Arctic issue has gone beyond the Arctic and is increasingly affecting the interest of states outside the region and the interest of the international community as a whole. Part of the Arctic is in Asia, and one corner of Asia is the Arctic. Regarding the relationship between Asia and Arctic, I would like to share 3 points. First, the understanding and protection of the Arctic and Asia's participation. The Arctic region is facing huge challenges in climate change and other environmental threats. As Mr. Grimson said yesterday, Asia is experiencing serious impact from rapid change in the Arctic, including climate change. So Asia should and could play a positive role for understanding, protecting, and developing the Arctic, and for participating in the governance of the Arctic. Everest, the world's third pole, is located in Asia. Strengthening the scientific communication and cooperation between Everest and Arctic will help the human society discover more secrets of the Earth. In June of this year, the three countries, China, Japan, and Korea, trilateral high-level dialogue on the Arctic was held in Shanghai. China, during which the three countries confirmed that the Arctic scientific research will be priority for the exchanges and cooperations between them. Second, Asia can make contributions to the Arctic economic development. Asia as a whole is increasingly becoming a new thriving place in the world economy map, with the huge demand potential. In this context, I would like to congratulate Korea for its taking over the threshold of $30,000 per capita not long ago. Asia can provide markets and other resources, including scientific and technical resources and innovation for the Arctic development. With the participation of Asian countries like Korea, Japan, and China, of course, and Singapore and India, the Yamar LNG project located in Russia, widely known as the Energy Pearl, on the Arctic Circle, was successfully put into production. the active participation of Asian countries in the development of the Arctic passage connecting Asia and Europe is beneficial to economic integration in Northeast Asia and the opening up of a new pathway for global trade, which is of a great importance for the prosperity of the world economy. Third, the participation of Asian countries in the Arctic governance is indispensable. The Arctic Council is the main intergovernmental forum on issues regarding the environment and sustainable development of the Arctic, of which China, Japan, Korea, India, and Singapore are observers. With the full participation of Korea, Japan, and China, the agreement to prevent unregulated high seas fisheries in the Central Arctic Ocean was successfully concluded and signed. And just in these days, the exclusive meeting of Arctic Migratory Birds Initiative is being convened in Hainan, China, which highlights the important role of Asia in protecting Arctic flora and fauna and its ecological environment. In line with the themes of this forum, Asia meets Arctic, I see three areas where Asia can play a more active role. The first is to promote scientific development. The Arctic holds great value for scientific research. In 2017, the eight Arctic countries signed the agreement on enhancing international Arctic scientific cooperation at the Arctic Council ministerial meeting. We hope that all parties, including Asian countries, will strengthen Arctic scientific cooperation and promote the common goal of Arctic protection and utilization. The second is to strengthen connectivity. The future of the Arctic Passage development is promising. Its commercial operation will greatly facilitate economic and trade exchanges between Asia and Europe. China is willing to build the Polar Silk Road with all other parties taking advantage of the development of the Arctic shipping routes. The third is to deepen practical cooperation. In the context of globalization, the degree of interdependence and integration between regions is more and more elevated. Asian countries should use their respective advantages to develop multi-type and deep-level practical cooperation with Arctic countries and other stakeholders. Asian countries can also step up cooperation relating to the Arctic through third-party markets. Ladies and gentlemen, as a member of Asia and an active participant and a contributor to the Arctic affairs, China is willing to work with other countries to help create a brighter future for the Arctic and Asia, contributing to the establishment of a community with a shared future for mankind. Thank you very much.